Hello, how's it going, guys? The Lonely Diaries here. A day later, after the defeat of my team, right? Just here trying to show face and just get my take out there as to what happened yesterday for our team. We played a bad game. That's the bottom line. I don't know why we played so bad. It doesn't matter. We just did. You could say that we felt the pressure of the Mexican team, the Mexican people. You know, they're playing host. They're as well as Canada and the United States, and we all know that at the end of the day, soccer has become it's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business, and all that matters is the money involved. At the end of the day, it's become less about the sport, and that's what I really got from it, from the game yesterday. That like, wow, like soccer really is like it's just not what it was. It's not what I grew up loving. It's not this thing where like if it's supposed to be fair, and as you get older, you realize like, damn, life isn't really fair. Like, there's always things at play in the real world, and you may not always get what you want because of those things that are at play, right? That are out of your control. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's blatant corruption going on between FIFA and the sponsors and the host countries. But it's just there's some kind of like, for FIFA to show up to your country, you have to pay them. That's why a lot of places weren't getting down with FIFA. A lot of cities here in the U.S. at least, for FIFA to come, you have to pay them. They're not paying you. They're like that. They work like that. They become less and less. They're more obvious about what they do now. It's just like it's in your face. The hydration breaks. Hopefully that's just that's just here in this North American World Cup. Hopefully it's not a thing that's forever now, because that's just cringe. Just squeezing it's like the game's supposed to last longer now. It's already bad when you have to deal with things out of your control, like the weather and whatnot. Then now, we gotta bend down to the sponsors. I'm really proud of my team. I'm really proud of those guys. It was true that we didn't play well. We didn't have the best coaching. The coach didn't do his best job. Everybody was just off. It's not like Mexico played that well. They really didn't. They played better than us, but they're not. Let's calm down. Like let's not act like Mexico is winning this World Cup. Let's not go there. That's ridiculous. That's not gonna happen. We saw what Congo did to England. Okay, I'm getting on, like I'm winning, and England was like, nah, chill, like nah, we're really here, like we invented the sport. So yeah, guys. So I just didn't like how the Mexicans behaved. Everybody involved, like the team, they were acting like sissies to me. The Mexican team. The media, the Mexican media, the fans, I think they all they all played a part. And it's just, I don't know if it's the best idea to have a World Cup in Mexico. I think Mexico, at the end of the day, still, they got the money for it. They got the infrastructure, they got the manpower and all of that, like the marketing side and this and that, because of how many people are over there. But at the end of the day, I just felt like what we saw yesterday was just not nice. They're not gonna do the same thing to England, or they might. But if they do, that's just wow. Like that's just kind of shows that what I'm trying to say is, Mexico is still a third world country, for a reason. And then, we're gonna see a certain type of behavior, a certain type of mentality. Kind of ghetto, kind of just really just rude. So yeah, guys. I'm not trying to hate on Mexico or anything. There's enough toxic stuff going on online as it is, and I don't want to add to that. But at the same time, I just wanted to come on here and say how proud we are of our team, how proud we are. I'm still gonna follow up on the World Cup. My team now is Argentina, right? It's always been my second option. I cried when Messi won the last World Cup. And I'm ready to see Messi win again another World Cup. Because that's or France. France is another crazy. It's one of those, man. It's just nobody else has a chance. Nobody else. So yeah, guys, the Lonely Diaries here on YouTube and on TikTok. Thank you to the new people that are subscribing. I like to remind you guys to be cool in the comment section. It's not easy sometimes, going out to your comment section and just seeing hate and seeing, weird comments. But it is what it is. It's what comes with being on the internet and trying to make content. Thank you, guys. Subscribe and like for more.